You know, sir, much of who you are today has been largely shaped by your past. You were 8 years old when you and your family moved into Malacañang. Can you tell us what did you like about living in the presidential palace, and were there any downsides?
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Eto na nga po, ating panoorin ang kwento ni Bongbong Marcos noong tumira sila sa Malacañang Palace. Kabisado pa kaya niya ang mga pasikot-sikot doon sa palace? Ano kaya ang plano niya kung kalooban ng Diyos na maging presidente siya? Pero bago natin malaman ang gawain niya noon sa Malacañang Palace, mag-subscribe ka muna sa aking channel. Hit mo rin ang notification bell para updated ka sa kaganapan ng politics sa Pilipinas. Mag-comments ka rin mamaya pagkatapos ng video na ito.
7 years old. I spent my 8th birthday in the palace already. I remember my father was newly elected president kasi my birthday is in September. At that time, pumapasok ang presidente Enero. So, he took me to school. That was the last time that ever happened, I suppose. So yeah, 7th, it was my 7th birthday. But my 8th birthday was the first birthday I spent in the palace. What was it like? In the beginning, it was really, it was a much simpler, parang bahay pa rin, and it was a very, things weren't so hectic. The palace is divided into the private areas and the office areas, yung tawag namin study room, and the offices of my father, etc. You're the presidential palace, and you always have to be, how do you say, at the very least presentable. Because the minute you leave your room, you do not know who's going to be there. I mean, there have been many times that I came out of my room, ang kasalubong ko, presidente, na nagsi-state visit, na kasama ng father ko. So mahirap naman, nakapajama akong lalabas. You know? So
Bata pa kasi kayo no?
Yeah, we were still small, but you get used to it. I mean, you get used to the idea that the only real area are the private areas. The rest of the palace is an office. It was nice. What did I like about it? You're a little spoiled when you're in the palace because anything, especially as a kid, you're very well attended to. You're very well cared for. But it's a very unusual, when pagbata ka, akala mo yung buhay mo kahit na medyo naiba, akala mo normal yun, lahat ng tao ganun. But we soon learned very quickly because we had friends na, we go to their homes and we go, then nagbabiyahe na kami. Nakikita namin, hindi, ibang klase pala itong tinitirahan namin. Nakatira kami sa palasyo.
Siguro na pag-usapan na lang natin, sir, kung sakali po ba manalo kayo, will that be your official residence or like si President Duterte kasi ngayon iba po, di ba? Yung tinitirahan niya sa bahay pangarap
Well, the palace is still the official residence. To tell you the truth, we haven't actually thought about it because ang planning, I always tell them, the planning horizon is until May 9. I guess we'll just have to attend to it when. But I won't live outside of the palace.
Yes.
Dahil nandun yung opisina. So you cannot be too far away.
Okay.
And all the facilities, the communications, nandun lahat. So it's your office, and you cannot really be very far away.
You appeared in a movie as yourself in your father's biopic, Ikinuwento ng Tadhana. You were a child giving a speech about your dream of becoming a politician. Ilang taon po kayo nun? Tsaka nung time na yun, naisip nyo na po ba na magpolitiko talaga?
Well, hindi nawawala sa pag-isip. No one would let me forget that I was my father's son. Maliit pa nga ako, sasabi, one day magpresidente kayo. Yung pala, pabiro.
Pero you also mentioned in some interviews you wanted to be a rock star and an astronaut.
That's right.
Paano kayo napunta talaga? Pero napunta kayo sa politika? Was there ever, parang may track ba kayo papunta na lang doon?
Hindi ko ma-explain. Umiiwas ako sa politika, talaga. Talagang tinutulak ako. Teenager pa ako, marami na nagsabi, ito yung gagawin mo. Sabi, ayoko, tapos na yan kasi nagawa na ng father ko yan. Saka nakita ko yung buhay ng father ko at saka mother ko. Ang hirap naman ng buhay nito. Ang daming sakripisyo, at saka ang bigat ng trabaho. So sabi ko, hindi ko na lang gagawin yan. And in my studies, I tended towards mathematics and science. So yun yung astronaut part na yun. At the time, we were I was watching the preparations for the moon landing. Moon landing was in 1969. So yun ang talagang tinitignan ko. In fact, when my father had a state visit to the United States in 1968, Senator Inouye, who was a good friend of my father, sinalubong kami sa Hawaii. And Senator Inouye asked me, "What do you want to do while you're in the States?" My first answer immediately is, "I want to visit NASA." So, linipad ako sa Cape Canaveral in Florida. And they took me around and I was like, nakakanga. So that was my interest, my dream. And then when I was studying already yung high school level na, sabi nung isang my housemaster, yung pare na nagtuturo sa amin, sabi, "You're always magulo, ang gulo-gulo mo, siguro wala kang you have too much time on your hands. Study an instrument." So I did. And I've got very, very, very interested in music. Only because also, in our house, because my mother is very musical, laging may music, so it was something that was very close to. And then, I was exactly at that age when I first went to England. I was 12 years old. But we're talking 1969. So, rock and roll, right? Yun ang, nasa London pa, nasa England pa. Not in London, but in England. So, talaga, yung mga nababasa ko, napupuntahan ko, napapanood ko, yung mga sikat na naging kaibigan ko. So, I got very, very interested in music.